Regular meeting of the school board to order. Everyone please rise for the pledge. Ms. Trahan, would you lead us in the pledge, please? We'll go ahead and move into the superintendent's comments.
Thank you, Board President, board members, members of the public. As you will see, that has been displayed in the front of us every month. I know that I've talked to you and I've talked to all of our teachers and our staff about the importance of attendance as far as students are concerned. Every month we are going to be rewarding each of our different schools that meet these goals. We have a goal of 90% across the district as far as all schools are concerned. I'm happy to say that in the month of August, there was only 4 schools that did not receive a 90% or above. Again, 95% and above banner, and also a 90% above banner that they will receive, and they'll be able to display at their different schools. We all understand the importance of our kids being in front of our teachers and being in schools, and I'm really making sure that we're tracking this every month. So please, again, this is something that is important to me. It's important to the community, and we just need to make sure that we stay steadfast on this. The second thing that I'd really like to kind of talk about is that there's a very important property tax election that will be taking place on October 11th. It is going to be for 7.79 mills. It's a $20 million a year that we get for operations and for funding education as far as K-12 is concerned. Some of the things that I've been going around, and I've been meeting with faculties and I've been meeting with different school board personnel, is really informing them the importance of going to vote and giving them the facts about, again, this is something that is needed for us to be able to continue with the progress. I'm really happy to say that we are over 3/4 of going into schools and talking to our members, and we're going to really rely on our members to really push this. Early voting is going to be September 27th to October 4th, and again, the election will be on October 11th. And anything that the public, anything that board members have as far as questions, please direct them to myself. The third thing is there are 2 things that I really want to emphasize tonight that is important to me and is important to what we are doing. Ms. Mason and myself was able to go and speak to some gifted and talented students at Lafayette High School and just listen to the concerns of what our gifted kids are talking about as far as support is concerned. Tonight you will see that we're asking for you to approve a job description that will fund the ability for a gifted and talented support facilitator. This person will be a person that will follow our gifted kids from elementary, middle, and high and provide them with the guidance and the enrichment and the ability to help them as far as college is concerned. This is going to be something that is going to be a real benefit, and it's not going to be anything to replace a counselor, but it's going to be something that's going to be added. So that is very important. And the last thing that I really want to kind of just say is that we're going to be engaging in different conversations tonight. We have some members of our public that are here and watching. We have something that we can really, as a board, put forth as far as the first time that we are looking throughout this district and making sure that every one of our 5 facilities, no matter where it is, we are providing the best facilities for our students. There's an opportunity to do something on the north part of Lafayette, and I'm just hoping that we are able to get there. And I encourage you guys to ask whatever questions, because I can tell you that Ms. Trahan, along with Josh Edmond, they've engaged with the community. I've been part of all this, and it's been something that is something that they're speaking loud and clear that we need to do this, and this is something that will be able to bring us a lot further along than we were in the past. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Mr. Superintendent. We'll move on to our information items. 2.1 is Love Our Schools giveaway. Millicent, how you doing? Come on up.
Parish Public Schools by rallying community, business, and philanthropic support for our students, educators, and campuses. Everything we do is in partnership with LPSS, ensuring our efforts align with district and school priorities. Since 2019, our volunteers have given more than 35,000 hours of service and supported over 500 school-based events. This impact has only been possible because of the Open Door partnership with LPSS, and we are grateful for it. That spirit of partnership will be on full display this Saturday, September 20th, when we join with Parish Proud and hundreds of volunteers for a serve day in the Scott community. Together, we'll bring fresh paint, landscaping, new outdoor learning spaces, and campus improvements to Acadiana High, Scott Middle, El Leo Jadis, and Westside Elementary. With over 400 volunteers serving, their efforts represent more than $40,000 in value, a powerful reminder of what's possible when our community comes together. Beautiful, well-cared-for campuses show families that education is a priority and create spaces where students feel inspired to learn. Your presence at this event highlights the board's commitment to civic pride, student engagement, and community spirit. And while serve days focus on campuses, our annual Love Our Schools giveaway fuels programs that support students year-round. Thanks to Giles Nissan Lafayette, 2 grand prize winners will be drawn next Thursday, September 25th, live during the 5 p.m. KATC broadcast. Tickets are available until Monday, September 22nd at 11:59 p.m. And we would love your help spreading the word. Each purchase is both an investment in our schools and a chance to designate $10 directly to the LPS school of choice. Together, serve days improve campuses, the giveaway fuels year-round programs, and our partnership with LPSS ensures both meet real needs across schools. We are deeply grateful for the leadership of this board and Superintendent Touchette, the dedication of our principals and teachers, and the generosity of our sponsors and volunteers, especially Parish Proud and Giles Automotive. I would also like to recognize our Love Our School board members, both those here this evening and those unable to attend. Their leadership, time, and resources continue to advance public education in Lafayette Parish. And finally, my incredible team, Tyler Summerlin, Jenny Baudouin, and Jasmine Jones. Their tireless work and commitment make our impact possible across every school we serve. On behalf of Love Our Schools, thank you for your partnership and for believing in what's possible for every child in Lafayette. We look forward to continuing to serve alongside you. Thank you.
Thank you, Millicent. Go ahead, Ms. LeBeau.
I just want to recognize Chuck with the Stellar Family Foundation. I know y'all have been a huge support of us too, so thank you for being here and for supporting schools. And also Sarah Mary Donlin, right, or Toss, I can't remember which one's her maiden name. Anyway, the executive director of Parish Proud. I know they have spent countless hours getting ready, loading up trailers. I've seen her and myself sweaty, tired, but they are so excited to help our school. So I just cannot be more grateful and can't wait to be out there Saturday. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. LeBeau. 2.2, COSPA 2025 Federal Advocacy Conference Update. Ms. LeBeau, Ms. Mason.
Okay. Just to start off, Ms. LeBeau and I went to Washington, D.C. 2 weeks ago now? Mm-hmm. 2 weeks ago for the COSPA Federal Advocacy Conference. And what the point of that is bringing local issues and state issues to our federal representatives. Kate was so kind to put together a slideshow for us. Do you want to lead us through?
Sure. And COSPA stands for Consortium of State School Boards. So it's not only the state of Louisiana that was present and select members with the LSBA, which is our Louisiana School Board Association, but there were select school board members from certain parishes that went. And so this is us at the conference. So if anybody doesn't know, we are part of the Louisiana School Board Association, and we support them. Actually, Ms. Mason is a board member. And so this is some of the goals of LSBA is to promote public education, professional school board service, continuous assessment of the overall operations of the association and the boards, and just, really be a support and advocacy for us at the state, and then help us engage partners to improve education. And then COSPA works along with those state school boards to support not only their mission, but has their own mission to unite and uplift the National Coalition of State School Board Associations. So basically, we're all stronger together, right? So if we can come together, we agree on an agenda, and then we go to our congressmen and our senators, and we say, here is what the national needs are, but more specifically, here's how those national needs align with our state needs. And so that's what we spent our time doing, was getting educated on COSPA's platform, and then which aligns very, especially since we receive a lot of Title I, Title II, and federal funding for Louisiana schools, and our missions closely aligned. So we got an update on kind of where Congress was, where the budget is, what the discussion is on the Hill on some of these topics, and we were able to be educated on that, and then think about how that relates to Louisiana. And then after one day of meeting with the entire consortium and all of the states, we got to break up and go meet with we tried to meet with all of them, but we definitely met with Cleo Fields. We had dinner with Cleo Fields. We met with Senator Cassidy. We met with Congressman Clay Higgins. We met with Mike Johnson's office, and we met with Julia Letlow's office, and we're able to go through, here's exactly what's happening in Louisiana, here's what's specific to Lafayette Parish, here's the needs that we have, and here's how you can support us with the federal funding, but not only that, helping us go back to Bessie, helping us go back to our local state legislatures and the governor, and explain to them what the needs specifically are for Louisiana. So it was a great time for us. This is the speaker's balcony. The speaker staff brought us up there. And then that's the end. So that was us on Capitol Hill. So it was a really great way to get educated on, I don't know if a lot of you know this, but we're at a budget crisis on the federal level. There may be an inability to come to a budget by the end of the month, and government may shut down. So we need to know what's on the table for us, specifically education-wise, but also we needed to know what are the discussions on if they have to come to a consensus together, what might be on the table for cuts, what might be, what does that look like? So it was a great educational tool for us to help prepare with budget locally as well. So
It was very exciting to be there and say that we were from Lafayette Parish, because people in the state look to Lafayette Parish and want to know what we're doing. In fact, they ask about Truman Elementary. They want to know about our pre-K program, because that is a federally funded program. The senator knew specific school names. He was very interested to know how our federal dollars are being spent, and they really truly wanted to hear what the cuts meant to us. So it was great to have their ear, and just made us very proud.
And one more thing, every national presenter that was at the conference mentioned Louisiana specifically, because we had the highest growth numbers on all the national standard tests, and we had the most improvement. I mean, we went from 38th to 16th in some categories. So number one in reading. We really have, we've impressed them on the national stage. They're talking about they want to know what Louisiana's doing. And so it was really important for us to be there and say, we can only do this if you continue to support us in this way. So it was a great exchange.
And then there were, different breakout sessions. The one that I remember the most was talking about AI and the importance of training our teachers in AI and all of our administrators to make their jobs easier. So I know that that's something Francis will look into. And then who was your favorite presenter?
Yeah, we got to meet Bob Woodward. Woodward and Bernstein, the group that took down Watergate. Anyway, so that was very exciting too. So,
yes, he was a legend on the stage, and the room was silent when he was talking. So it was pretty impressive. Thank you for all the time.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for supporting us.
Thank you, ladies. Looked like it was a very interesting conference. Might have to try that next year. We're going to move to an action agenda item. It's 3.1, it's administration. This will be the discussion and our action concerning the construction of a new K-8 facility on the current J.W. Falk Elementary site. This is Ms. Trahan and Mr. Edmond, and there is a recommended action.
Thank you, President, Board President. It has been a long journey, but we're here tonight at 3.1.
Start with the motion.
Yes, yes. I motion that the board approve construction of a new K-8 facility on the current J.W. Falk Elementary site, and that upon completion of the new K-8 campus, the current Paulboro Middle School, J.W. Falk Elementary, and Dr. Raphael Barranco Elementary students will be merged.
Second.
We have a motion by Ms. Trahan, seconded by Mr. Edmond, that the board approve construction of a new K-8 facility on the current J.W. Falk Elementary site. Is there any public comment before we go to board comment on this item? Come on up, sir. Please state your name. You have 3 minutes. If there's someone else that would like to speak, there's 2 seats. You may come up 2 at a time.
All right, thank you. My name is Forrest Chasson. I am the president of the 100 Black Men of Greater Lafayette. First of all, I want to thank School Board Member Trahan and the superintendent for recognizing that there was a need for a school on the north side of town. And I must admit, it was refreshing, because as we were watching the news and hearing about some of the other improvements that were being done around the parish, we were wondering, okay, what about us? You know, is there anything left for us? And from what I understand, with the meeting that we had with them, they dug into the budget, did their due diligence, and found some funding. I just hope that the board will also recognize the need for the school, and that we have a unanimous vote. I think it would send a nice, strong message to the community that that this board not only thinks about certain districts, but it thinks about all students in all districts. So that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead, Ms. Trahan.
Good evening, President Lachelet, Mr. Touchette, and the esteemed members of this board. I come before you this evening with a very full heart of gratitude for the support that I've received as the new principal of Paulboro Middle School. I'm truly thankful to Superintendent Mr. Touchette and to his dedicated staff and to the board member, Amy Trahan, who have all shown a commitment to making some much-needed improvements to our school, such as fresh paint, which has already helped to brighten up our environment. These changes, while appreciated, are just Band-Aids, not lasting solutions. Let's be honest. The reality is that our building is old. Paulboro is old, and in many ways, it is in deplorable condition. As the principal, I've witnessed firsthand the daily challenges our teachers and students face as they work within these walls. My incredible staff, they are so incredible. They do everything that they can to mask what they can and make the best of a tough situation. But it's just not enough. We are constantly addressing one issue, only for another to arise, and it has become clear that the building we are working in is no longer suitable for the needs of our students. I know there is a deep sense of legacy here at Paulboro, and I respect and honor that history. However, I must be honest about the current state of the school. Our students deserve more than what these aging walls can offer. They deserve an environment that is safe, modern, and inspiring, a place where they can feel proud of and where they can thrive. I ask you, as the leaders of this community, to please vote and to consider the future of our students and the impact a new school would have on their academic success and well-being. A new building, a new school would not only give them the physical space they need to succeed, but also send a very clear message that their education to you, to us, is a top priority. One that deserves the best resources, facilities, and opportunities. Thank you for your time, for your consideration, for your support, and I ask that you really consider and vote to build a new school, our place, a place where all students can excel. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Any other public comment before we go to board comment? We'll go to board comment. Ms. Strahan, I will recognize you first, ma'am.
Well, this board agenda item is definitely long time coming. And I think one of the things that impacts me so much as a board member is wanting the best for all of the students in our entire district. I would want for the students in District 4 the same equitable resources as is in District 1 all the way to 9. And so I think we're at a great place tonight, working together collectively as a board and the community here supporting us to move us forward and bring us together. And I think one of the most impactful things that can be said collectively as a board is how we work well together. And so this is an opportunity for us to continue to work well together, to show the community that we can provide to all of the students in our district what each of them deserve. And that's what we're here to do tonight for District 4 students equally. And it'll roll over into District 3 as well. So I'm very thankful, extremely thankful for everyone who has come out this evening. And I think if Paul Bro himself were here, he, as an educator, so passionate about the community, he would say to us, kudos for you all actually working together to bring all of this together and not be divided, because there's been too many years of division. And we are not going to, I know I and all of the members here on this board don't want to be remembered, our legacy, as a divided board. We're here to work together, and that's what it's all about for the students in our districts individually and collectively. I would also be remiss if I didn't speak about our community organizations who come together in all of our schools, not just District 4 schools. Who do we have here tonight? We have the 100 Black Men of Acadiana. We have our community partners. We have the Pew Foundation. We have Stellar Foundation represented. Love Our Schools. We also have our community partners. We have Parish Proud. So you all are here this evening, and hopefully we can see you all in this new school as well, participating, making certain that the school actually is supported, wraparound supported, not just by the students and the parents and the superintendent and his cabinet, but by our community members, our community partners, our community organizations. So I greatly appreciate all of your efforts, all of what you all do for Lafayette Parish schools as well. The last thing I want to mention is that I have had such support from members within my district, District 4. I've had so many calls for this new school. People are fired up for this new K-8 school, and rightfully so. It's been so many years that District 4 hasn't had a school. So I just want to send a shout out to all of the students, the parents, the families, the constituents of District 4, because without you all, there would be no me. I am here to represent you and to work with you, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. So thank you all so very much, and again, thank you all to my fellow board members.
Thank you, Ms. Strahan. Mr. Edmond?
I just want to say that in the world that we're living in today, when everything is changing around us, technology is changing around us, the type of vehicles we drive changing around us. Sometimes when you go back and look at history, classrooms hadn't changed. Sometimes some of these classrooms, like Ms. Trahan said, it's the same since 1975 with no repair. So with all this new technology and this new information we're gathering as far as education for our children, It's only right that we do what we're doing right now in District 4, a K-8 model, first of its kind, from ground up, from the architect plans on up as a K-8 model. This would be something that could be great, like Ms. Trahan said, not just for District 4 or District 3, but the Northside community as a whole. This will be a game changer, this will be a difference maker, and this will raise the morale of our constituents, knowing that this board cares. Thank you.
Before we go to board comment, we had a gentleman walk in just as the meeting started. We'd like to recognize Mr. Matt Stuller with Parish Pride. Thank you for being here tonight, sir. We didn't want to leave you out. Mr. DeSarmo?
Well, I'm 1/8 north side, right? Because I'm only 2 roads from being in the north side, even though I'm in Karen Crow. You know, when I ran my campaign, one of my slogans was, everyone counts or no one counts. And I don't think it's ever been intentional, not with this group. I know for sure not with this group. I would hate to think it was intentional in the past, that it's been neglected for so long. But I know that all the things that we've had, these 12 o'clock meetings and everything about insurance and where we can save money, you know, this leads up to this, right? This is where you celebrate the win. Whenever you're able to kind of cut things and make things happen. Superintendent, I mean, it wasn't even a question. Whenever it came up, he's like, we just got to figure out we're just going to figure it out. And it looks like we have. So I'm happy about it. You know, anything that can enhance our kids' education or make our parish rank higher, you know, in any kind of way, it's great. I think all the programs that we're doing right now, the Pew Foundation, I just kind of keep an eye on that particular one because y'all stole my principal, so I keep up with her since y'all took her from me at Karen Crow. But it's working, and it's the right thing to do. This new school it's morale. I think over anything, morale is going to show that, you know, none of us on this board are one-sided or one mind. You know, we're not thinking about just our district. You guys don't get to see or hear our talks, but it's always about everything in our district. So congratulations to Ms. Trahan and Mr. Edmond, but again to the board for all the meetings we've had leading up to this that give us this opportunity to spend this money.
We just go around the line. Mr. Bergeron?
I just want to say, like, in District 6, you know, we got to see the Lafayette High School open, and just the look on the faculty's face, and with the alumni walk through the other night, like seeing them walk around and going like, wow, like we wish we had this whenever we were in high school. You know, they see the new library and they were totally enthralled by it. And like, I want to see that for the north side. Like, I want to see the kids excited to come into a facility that's world class, and I want to see the community look at the building and go like, this is what we deserve, and that we put it on a pedestal, because like we want to show that we're investing in areas that need investment. And to keep my comment short and to piggyback on what Ms. Trahan said, like if we're going to honor the legacy of Paul Bro and the work he did for the north side, like I don't see anything better than making sure that we have a world-class facility for the kids there. So that's my comments.
Ms. LeBeau?
I'm just really excited about tonight. And when I took over, or we started the strategic planning committee, 2 years ago, and I was in charge, I really said, I don't want to build anything else but a K through 8th or a 6th through 12th anymore. Where we lose kids is middle school. And so if you have kids that are already not having a good experience in K through 5, they're not going to move on to the next building in 6th grade. And so we're losing them 6th through 8th. They're not coming back for high school. So we see where the matriculation is happening, and I'm thrilled because we know that there is a K through 12 on that side of town that has taken 500 of our kids. And where are they getting them? They're getting them at middle school. So this is not only a win for the students, it's a win for the board, but it's a win for the community, because now we're going to keep those kids and we're going to get them at kindergarten. And by the time they get to 8th grade, they're teaching those kindergartners. Or, you know, it's going to be a great thing. And then they're going to walk across the street to Northside, and that's going to build that up. So I'm really excited about the vision. I'm really excited that we've all come together, like you said. I really am glad that y'all drove this cause, and that all of us are going to be here to see that building open. So it's very exciting. Thank you.
Ms. Mason?
Thank you. Amy, I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for Lafayette Parish, and this has just been such a long time coming. And like you said, you know, we're creating this legacy that Paul Bro would be so proud of. And just, I'm almost in tears. I'm so happy about this. So, when Elroy Broussard was on this board, he had asked for a new campus for Truman. And that's technically in Josh's district, in District 4, see? District 3. And I said, Elroy, you got a good spot over there. And he's like, no, we need a better corner. We need a better visual. We need a beacon for Truman. And so we made that happen. And this year when we were visiting, it's just pre-K. And it became crystal clear. I was like, they're going to this incredible, federally recognized pre-K. They talk about it in DC, this pre-K that we have. And then they go to these other schools that are falling down, or just as old as my schools in District 8, which are now being rebuilt. And I'm just so happy that you've united us and we're working together and you're going to have this. So thank you.
Mr. Hidalgo?
I'm really proud to see the proposal before us. It's taken 45 years for this district to have a conversation about a K-8 model. 45 years since it was talked about before for Lafayette Parish School. And in so many ways, culture, systematically, Milton is kind of an envy of the district. And now I'm not just excited to see what is long overdue on the north side of Lafayette Parish, but what is long overdue for Lafayette Parish school system. I do have a few questions, Superintendent. What is the total enrollment between Paulboro, Falk, and Baranco currently?
Ms. Garner, do you have that?
Yes, sir, it's 974.
Superintendent, you have a proposal before us today to build a new campus. How many seats do you expect this school to sit? And before you answer that question, I do not want the formula that you guys currently use as it relates to capacity. How many students are going to be able to comfortably learn in this new facility?
1,200 to 1,300 students.
Okay. Mr. President, can I ask Ms. Trahan a question?
You sure can.
Do you feel like 1,200 to 1,300 seats is enough?
Yes, I do. When we had one of our smaller community meetings, we were looking at all of the numbers, and I'm a numbers person myself. So in terms of projecting out for that increase and receiving the information that I've requested from LEDA and the conversations that I had in regards to that, I do feel that is sufficient. It is not unrealistic to think that within the first year there may not be a significant increase, but you'll see that steadily climbing because there are so many neighborhoods, so many homes going up in District 4. You can just look around David Thibodeau STEM Academy, all the homes in that area. And so, and all on Law Street, in other areas within District 4. So yes, I do feel that's a comfortable number and would not have been in agreement with it if I did not think so.
Okay. I just want to make sure that we don't learn the hard way. We've kind of done that a couple of times. We don't know yet on Lafayette High. Like you said, it started off great, but we don't know what 3 years is going to look like, and I just don't want to be working backwards. I'd rather up it now than to talk about a $20 million expansion in 6 years. So that's the only reason I'm bringing it up. I am absolutely in support. I can't wait to see this thing take off. And I would certainly not be opposed to adding, a larger capacity number in this motion, but if you guys are comfortable, I'm good.
I mean, that is something that, we could consider as well, and I would be supportive of that too.
We were supposed to have a strategic, long-range planning committee meeting, but it hindered on a lot on someone that's not with us anymore. It kind of set us back because we were, under Ms. Amy's direction, we were actually going to research the development going on that side of town, but we're kind of having to work backwards at the moment, do some changes in personnel.
Okay. Mr. Lejeune?
Thank you, Mr. Leslie. Myself, I'm also extremely excited for the students in that area of town. I am a firm believer of a lifelong educator, that every kid should have the opportunity to go to school like the new schools that we built in the past. So anything that enhances a student's educational opportunity is a definite plus. And I appreciate the work that Miss Amy did and Mr. Josh did on getting the ball rolling. So, and hopefully in the future, we have the ability to get rid of all portable buildings in the parish, because no kid should go to any class in a portable building. And so, again, congratulations, and it's a great thing for District 4.
Okay, before we go to the vote, I'm gonna get go a little informal. Josh, Amy, with the meeting being moved from last week to this week, I was unable to attend tonight. But I went ahead and changed my plans to come here and support y'all, so that it could be 9-0, not 8-0. So I want you to know you have my support. And we changed plans to be here because it's important. What I built in my district, what we have in everybody else's district, y'all voted yes, y'all supported, y'all were here. That's why we're here tonight. I do not think board docs is working. It is. So we don't have to do a voice vote?
We do.
We do? Okay. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Would you like a picture? Would you like a picture? If members of the community would like to come up, we'll go ahead and take a picture. So even though it could.
Francis, do you want our community partners as well? Everyone?
While we're waiting for everybody, Mr. DeZormo, you want to mention something about something at Carencro Middle, maybe?
Yes, sir. 1 second. Make sure I don't get it wrong.
Tell them to get that to you early so you can put it on the information items.
You're right.
Carencro people.
I'll take that.
Okay.
So our first, Melissa Arsenault hosts these parent workshops throughout the year. The first one I went to last year, there's only a few people. It was a great idea. Everything was right. We just didn't have the parent participation. But as time went, her numbers started to increase. In fact, now we're shooting for 80. We're at 46, I think she said. So this first one's going to be on September 23rd at 5:45 p.m. at Karen Crow Middle. It's not just for Karen Crow Middle students or parents. It's for any parent in the parish. Session 1 will be Raising Digital Citizens, a parent's guide to internet safety. Session 2 will be bullying. Session 3 is Uniquely Wired, supporting your, well, she used a big word on this one. Neuro, help me here, Roddy.
Neurodivergent.
There you go. What Roddy said.
Neurodivergent.
Session 4, 1, 2, 3, My Feelings and Me, pre-K, third grade parents. Not only is dinner served, usually pizza or something like that. If you have kids that are school age, they will watch them and entertain them while you're in the class. If they're under 3, they do have to remain with you while you're there. But I'd like to see as many people come out as possible. I think Josh and I has hit a few of them last year for sure. So anyway, it's a good idea, and it really is educational for parents.
Thank you. We'll now move on to the consent agenda. Any public comments are either for or against. It's not question and answer. I'll read them out. If any board member would like something pulled, we'll go ahead and pull it to discussion. If not, we'll vote in globo. The only thing I ask is if we vote in globo to please not limit the comments, but if there's something you really want to discuss, we need to pull it. We're having too much discussion in globo, so I'll start with 4.1 is finance, discussion and our action to name D.A. Davidson as underwriter or placement agent pursuant to MSRB rules G17 and G23 for the sale of bonds to finance a new community school in District 4. 4.2 is facilities, discussion and our action concerning request for qualification, which is an RFQ for construction manager at risk, CMAR, for the construction of a new District 4 K-8 school, including architect selection and pre-design budget. 4.3 is finance, discussion and our action concerning resolution 09-025-2146, preliminary approval of not exceeding $50 million of sales tax revenue bond series 2025. 4.4 is finance, discussion or action concerning the proposed budget for 2025A bond construction fund. 4.5 is administration, discussion or action concerning the proposed district calendar for the 2026-2027 school year. 4.6 is employee services, discussion and action concerning the approval of the 2025-2026 personnel evacuation plan. What I said? Roddy, could you correct me on my evaluation?
Yeah, there's an L in there, Mr. President.
4.7, employee services, discussion and action concerning an update to current job descriptions. 4.8, employee services, discussion and action concerning an adjustment to the 2025-2026 salary schedule. 4.9, facilities, discussion and action to reallocate budgeted funds for the new capital projects within the capital improvement fund. 4.10, facilities, discussion and action concerning the declaration of surplus property. 4.11, finance, discussion and action concerning resolution 09-025-2144, signature authority on grant documents. 4.12, finance, discussion and action concerning the September budget to actual revisions for fiscal year 25-26. 4.13, transportation, discussion or action to reallocate budgeted funds for the purchase of sped buses. 4.14, risk management, discussion and action concerning policy EGD, casualty insurance. 4.15 is the superintendent, that is the discussion and action concerning the minutes of the August 6th and 14th, 2025 meetings. And 4.16 is approval of all action consent items. No items were pulled. I will entertain a motion.
Mr. President, I ask that the board approve all action consent items with the exception of items pulled.
I second.
We have a motion by Mr. Bergeron, second by Mr. DeZarmo. Is there any public discussion on items not pulled? Any board comment?
Yes. I'd like to comment on item 4.7 in the current job descriptions. So one of the new job descriptions is something that's come from, so Francis Touchette and I were invited to speak with Miss McCrory's government class, gifted government class at Lafayette High. And their main concern was that their counseling services were not sufficient in terms of gifted kids. Sometimes the gifted program puts them through so many classes that we no longer have classes that they can take. So the options are complicated. They should possibly be doing dual enrollment. They might start some sort of college course early. But in the past, not all of our counselors have been trained in terms of handling a child who does not need just a normal class schedule. And it starts as early as middle school. So this is something that the students asked for, and Dr. Weber has worked with staff to formulate this job description. And I just wanted to acknowledge the students watching at home that thank you for your advocacy for your education, and I'm so happy to approve this part tonight.
Any other comment before I go to the vote?
Quick one. So, Ms. Gardner or Mr. Jeffers, can you talk about the sped bus purchase? Is this to help alleviate congestion issues, or is this to help, what are we, just for the public to know?
We're currently leasing, so this would replace the lease for us to be able to purchase.
I love replacing leases.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you so much.
Okay, if I'm not mistaken, we have to do a voice vote before the board docs vote. Yep. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. We have litigation 5.1, discussion or action concerning prospective litigation. I will entertain a motion that we go into executive session.
So move.
Second?
Second.
Motion by Mr. Badgeron, second by Ms. Mason. Oh, Hidalgo, I'm sorry.
You know that's the normal process.
Yes, sir, I'm sorry. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. All those opposed? Mr. Hidalgo, I'll entertain a motion to go back into regular session.
I move that the board go back into regular session.
Second.
Mr. Hidalgo's motion, seconded by Mr. DeZarmo. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? We're now back in regular session. Mr. Hidalgo, I'll entertain a motion.
All right, I'll try to get this right. I'd like to make a motion that the board agrees to the demand regarding litigation item 5.1.
One second.
We have a motion by Mr. Hidalgo,
Second.
second by Mr. DeZarmo. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. That's all of our items this evening. This will end the school board meeting. I didn't get it when I got it.